Hello everybody, and welcome to my second of two videos on this, the Zorki 1. And in the first video we talked about what everything is and how to, and just went over all the different stuff. In this video we're going to talk about how to use this camera. This is a really basic camera, so this is also going to be a really short video. First thing we're going to do is talk about how to mount and unmount the lenses. So this has an M39, also called a Leica thread mount, lens mount, which means you can use the lenses from this camera on a Leica. You can also use Leica lenses on this camera. You cannot use enlarging lenses on this camera. The Leica thread mount has a 28.8 millimeter, I believe, register distance. Enlarging lenses have a register distance of whatever their focal length is, and they don't have focusing helicals, most of them built in. So to remove the lens, all you have to do is turn it counterclockwise or anti-clockwise until it comes off. Then to mount it, you just do the opposite and turn it clockwise until it rethreads. Now, some of the Jupiter lenses are a little bit touchy when they mount. So if you're having trouble getting yours to thread, what you do is rack the focus out to the minimum focusing distance, and that will make it a lot easier for the lens to thread onto the camera. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, there we go. So that's mounting and unmounting lenses, very simple. To load the film, we're gonna do a little bit of make-believe here because I forgot to bring scissors to cut the film with. But I'm gonna show you the general process anyhow. To load the film, we're going to turn it to ATKP. My good friend Mikola from the Ukraine would be aghast if he were here right now. At any rate, to load the film, we open up the bottom. We're going to take out the film loading spool. Next thing you're going to do, if you don't already have it done, which realistically, if you're shooting one of these, you should have it done already, is you pull out a length of leader. And you need to cut the leader, because if you don't cut the leader, the film will jam the shutter and can very easily ruin it. This is going to be a pain in the bum, I can tell you right now. Okay, there we go. So basically, if you're going to do this ahead of time, you don't have to bring scissors with you into the field, but you're going to cut about like this out about this far and then angle upward. And you want to have a nice long thin part of the leader here before angling upward. There we go. Now we can see maybe about how it needs to be cut. And by making a cut like that, you give the leader this length of skinny bit that it needs. And it needs that skinny bit for the way that this is designed when the film is loaded. So you'll have that skinny bit cut in your film, and then we're going to, I can never remember the way this goes. You should see me fiddling with these things in real life. Okay, this goes that way, and this dude goes that way. Okay, so you take the end of your leader, and you feed it in like this. Nope. Like this. And then what you do is you take it and load it into the camera this way. Okay? And I am breaking the rules, and hopefully I will not screw up my shutter doing this. Looks like I didn't. Nice. Okay, good. I did not screw up my shutter. thankfully. So I got lucky. You should definitely not load your film like I just did. Okay. So once you've got it loaded, oh, after you get it loaded, of course, you need to put the film bottom back on. Nope. I did not get lucky. I mean, I didn't screw up my shutter, but the film's not spooling properly either. Okay. So that's the issue. You need the skinny leader there, because if you don't, that's right, the film will not slide all the way down into the chamber here. And if the film doesn't slide all the way down into the chamber, you can't close the back, and then you jam the film, and that's what damages your shutter. So let's pretend now that I have film in the camera. Okay, so now you've got your film loaded. What you're going to do is you're going to advance the film 3 frames, just like that. Now once you've got the film advanced, you want to adjust your frame counter. And in this case, we get to go all the way around because we were basically perfect. And you want to rotate the frame count dial until you get to 0. Or 1. We're going to start with 1. That way, when you take pictures, you start counting upward. Should be able to see that every time I turn this, the frame count increases by 1. There we go. So you reset it after you get everything advanced. Just makes it a little bit simpler to do it that way. Then when you're done, after you've taken all of your photos, you hit the rewind button, pull the rewind knob up, and you start rewinding, just like that. Now, if you're a pro, you rewind this way because that gives you, you're twisting the knob this direction while you rotate the camera, and that cuts your rewind time in half, doing it that way. So you rewind the film the whole way, and then after you've rewound it, you turn it to ATKP again. Then you pull out your film cassette from over here, and then you can reload it if you want to, or not. You can just close it, set it aside, and turn this to 3NKP, and which is lock, and you're ready to go. That's how you load and unload film in this camera. And one thing to remember about the frame counter, I think I may have done this the wrong way. You must turn it clockwise, not counterclockwise. If you turn it counterclockwise, you can cause this part to come unscrewed. So when you're resetting the frame counter, make sure that you are turning the counter clockwise. I'm pretty sure I messed that up in my demonstration. Okay, anyway, so now that we've got that, we've changed lenses, we've put in film, let's go through the process of how to take a picture with this camera. All right, so let's say that you've got a light meter, or you know what your settings are going to be, and we're going to go with an aperture of 5. Now we're going to go with f8. And you're going to adjust your aperture up here to whatever you want it to be. Most of these lenses are stepless, meaning there's no clicks. You can put the lens aperture wherever you want it to be. So we'll call it f8 right here. Now if you look down the lens, there we go, you'll see that the aperture is already closed down, and that's because you're not looking through this lens at all. So it doesn't matter when the aperture closes down, so it closes down as soon as you adjust the ring. Next, we're going to pick our shutter speeds. Let's say we want to have 1/60th of a second. Too far. There we go, 1/60th. Okay. We're going to look through this guy here on this side, which is the rangefinder window, and we're going to adjust focus until we obtain focus. Now, within the rangefinder window, there's a small little area in the center that has like a ghost image overlaying the image that you're looking at. And what you want to do is adjust focus until those two images overlap. And when they do, you know you have focused on whatever it is you're looking at in the rangefinder window. So you're going to adjust this until you've got that focus. Next, you're going to come over here and look through the viewfinder window, line up your framing of your photo, and take your picture. The rangefinder window is just for focusing because it's a magnified view of the scene. The viewfinder window is what you use for sighting up your photo because it's a much larger part. It's the whole scene. It's what you would see with a 50mm lens anyway. And that's it. That is everything you need to know about this camera and everything you really can do with it. Thank you for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that I'm on the right track producing content which is useful and helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those in the comments section below. I'm pretty good about checking these every couple of days and answering questions. If you have any suggestions or ideas for future videos, and if I have the technical know-how and equipment, I'm more than happy to make those. One last thing. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I gotta get up, Steinbeck. I have to turn off the camera.